Yo, 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 I'm shouting for no reason.
Was that recording? Okay, good. That's good. I'm glad that was caught. I'm glad that was fucking.
Holy fuck, that was funny.
I'm glad that was fucking hilarious. Shouting for no reason.
That might be how we open the podcast.
That was loud too.
I was like, why am I yelling? I thought I'd PPM the shit out of today.
I was gonna say, holy shit.
I didn't have any other.
Just missing a PPM face tattoo.
Next year, season 3.
If I get 1 million subscribers,
I will tattoo PPM on one place on my body.
Okay. It's like,
yeah, mic check. We still are checking levels. Yo, yo, yo. Talk again.
yo. This is how I'm gonna talk.
I know the world been a little chaotic and everything. I just wanted to check and make sure everything good in the hood, like sure, you know what I mean? Say out of the fam. Okay, let's get to work. What up? In my mind, we're just talking about how
Green screen.
I used to green screen a lot of these episodes, and then I haven't recently, well, for a while. And one of my philosophies with creating stuff is ease of creation. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's so much. Because, well, one of the biggest things is if you have an idea, the easier you can get that idea out and down with the shortest amount of time and the shortest amount of resistance between the idea and putting it into the physical world, I think is key with everything. That's why the studio set up and everything's always set up. It's always ready to go. Boom. Same thing with the podcast. If I wanted to, I can just turn this light on, grab that mic, start an episode.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's almost like especially when it comes to art, it's like the easier the more consistent you'll be.
Exactly.
The easier you like set it up and stuff like that. And
you're talking much quieter than you would.
Oh, so yeah, I should. Yeah, sorry, I forgot we were recording almost. That was such a transition into the podcast.
I know. We were just setting up, and then.
Am I louder now?
Keep talking.
Keep talking. Hello.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you've decided to be way quieter than how we did.
The mic test, yeah.
Man's all of a sudden became a stoic.
Yeah.
Wait, where's mine? Which one's mine? Talk?
Hello. I'm the third one on the screen.
No, not there.
Oh.
I know. The one that says mic on the computer.
Fuck.
Yeah, dog.
Shit. Sorry.
Keep
talking about the hello. I'm talking.
See, why do you keep getting quieter? Pick a volume,
sorry,
dog. You gotta pick a volume.
I'll talk like this from now on.
You can't.
I
can't talk that quiet.
That's too quiet?
You don't talk that way.
You're right. I talk like this.
There you go.
There.
It's like
wow. Holy
talking
shit.
like you. It's like we just did all that sound check, and then man,
it just changed. I just relaxed.
It's like, what the fuck just happened?
Sorry, the fuck.
I talked for 2 minutes, and then Mans is in a trance.
Yeah, holy shit.
Well, if you don't know,
what a fucking start to this one.
We got Ella here returning. Ella was just on, but we got some more fun stuff to talk about.
Yeah, a lot happened very quickly.
Not really. What? Well, I guess. So.
I guess, yeah.
A lot.
I've just been, yeah.
Okay, this is a moment which I just wanted to hop on. Actually, you know what? That might not be where I put. Maybe that's where I put a second. Maybe I psych you out and put a second title there.
Damn, because I thought you were gonna start just like transitioning into it, like the intro's just the intro.
See, but where should I put it then? Like, you know, should I just
one I thought you were gonna do a cold open with the clip.
Oh yeah,
of the audio test, and then you're just gonna start it, and then we're gonna start in the conversation.
I might, just for shits and giggles, throw another right there.
This has just been two openings. That's
and
funny.
actually, while we're on it, boom! This is a moment with Jay. That's 3.
Funny. That's
but they'll gradually get shorter. You know.
Yeah.
I'll do
The music doesn't even play on that one. Anyway,
we're starting off hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying with creation. You know, it's like I think it just needs to be as. What do you?
No, it's just funny that we went all the way, but we circled back so many times.
This is what an hour podcast is like. Yeah, ease of creation. So it's like I will throw on, I think, a background or two soon. Just for shits and giggles, just because I want to see if the clips do well with a crazy background. Now that clips have been doing well. There's a couple clips that
Yeah.
I threw up a view that have gotten thousands of views.
Damn.
From the pod. The pod, yeah. The dog, that's another thing too. My last month numbers just across my channels. I have like almost 100,000 views across, you know, my Facebook 100,000 like was 99,000 views.
Damn.
My YouTube was 40,000 views. My TikTok was also like I think 80,000 views last month. We're getting up there.
Holy shit.
But you just need to get so many views to make money.
Yeah.
So many
Just because of
views.
how open that market is now.
But we're getting there. We're slowly fucking getting up there. You know, I remember when across all platforms I was getting like 10,000 views a week. And I was like, fuck yeah. But now we're getting, you know, yeah, last month I almost did 200,000 views across platforms, you know?
Damn.
It's people see the stuff, you know?
And that's all it takes.
The people see the stuff and you know, some of the clips, because I've started to be less attached to putting out the stuff, you know? It's like, I don't care if a clip gets 10 views, 0 views, or 4,000 views. Because there's another clip coming out in a couple hours.
Yeah, it's just like,
it's like,
yeah, and it's like, it's not like you're never going to do another podcast episode, you know? It's just like, you just keep working.
And I feel the same way about music. If I had more money because I mean, music's a little bit different because you need to push it. It's a product. You know, you can't just, I mean, you can if that's your marketing strategy. But if I had more money, I would just put out tracks fucking every week, you know?
Just like, yeah.
Because I'm like, because I like how Lil Wayne does it. I idolize how Kendrick Lamar does it. You know, he picks the best of the best every once, you know, but we get an album fucking.
Yeah, there's definitely give and takes of both because it's like you see the range of what they can make more, or it's like you just get the best.
Yeah, and I don't mind because it's like who cares if you have 200 shitty songs? Have you ever seen the breakdown of hit percentages for artists?
Damn, there's a hit percentage?
And this is I'm just throwing these numbers out because I don't know what they are. I don't think I could find the exact thing, but it's like, you know, Beyonce's got 140 songs. She has 10 hit tracks.
Like
hits, like, you know, like, and it's just like, oh yeah, volume matters. Volume matters in that sense, unless you're someone like, you know, but you know, someone like Drake has way more hits than Kendrick. Why? It's just volume.
Yeah, it's like
Drake puts out Drake has way more shittier songs.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like it's like anything. It's like if you look at a Drake album, it's like there will be 2 songs that you're like, oh fuck, I remember this.
Yeah,
and then the rest are like you're listening to, are like, holy shit. You're like, it's like I can't believe he's like, yeah, this is going on the album.
Talking about new music actually while we're here. I know we got lots to talk about. That's why it's a podcast.
Yeah.
But I guess we can go. I've been real big on what the Thames.
Oh.
Tiny Desk.
Damn, that was 8 hours ago.
It just came out. I gotta watch that later.
8 hours ago. That was like midnight.
Yeah, but no, 8 hours ago was 3 a.m.
Oh.
But I mean, I guess, you know what? Now that I say that out loud, you're pretty.
Yeah.
Tori Kelly just released her album. Tori Kel. Boom. Her new album is out now. Shout out. Oh, I didn't set this up.
Oh,
Da 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 da. Also,
Ew.
for those watching, buy my album.
Had that ready to go.
Ready to go now.
Had that one ready to go.
Tori Kelly's newest shit is out now. I love Tori Kelly. I cannot wait to give this. Oh wait, it's not out now.
Not
Wait.
quite yet.
What the fuck? Was I bamboozled?
So you got pranked, bro?
Hold on.
Was it this Friday?
Or is it already out?
There are a lot of people who dropped last Friday.
We need to investigate into this.
Oh, this is now out.
I need this answer. We're going to Spotify. What the fuck? Why did I put live? Why did that even pop up?
Yeah, that was an interesting one. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! Demonetized.
Oh no!
Wait, has this album been out? And I just. When did this album come out?
April. Yikes.
I already listened to this album. Shout out Tori Kelly to the album. For some reason, I thought she putting out another album. I even have it wrote in my notes. I don't know why I know all these songs. That was live. You just saw me act a fucking fool. Wow. I was like, wait. I've already.
The best part is when you're like, I've listened to this album.
Well.
Oh, that was funny.
That was
good.
That was embarrassing.
That was a good 5 minute. I was like 3. You could at least.
Wow, we are starting off on an interesting.
Yikes.
Well, listen to Tori Kelly. I love her music. I'm almost bamboozled. But
Yeah.
that being said, I listened to Danny Brown's Corenta again, and this time going back, I was like, yeah, all the songs are. I know I didn't like even these two, but even these Celibate is
crazy. It's just like, I don't know.
all these. Actually, you know what? I'm fucking.
Yeah.
This album's great.
For sure, I would say album of the year of 2023. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. There were some good projects in last year. Yeah, that was last year.
2023.
I think I personally would say. I know you didn't like it that much, but I still think "Scaring the Hoes" is. Yeah, I think interchangeable for these two, but this album, if you've not listened to it, is fucking insane. Danny Brown at definitely peak.
Oh yeah, because I love Danny Brown, the dude. You know, I love Danny Brown. I even started watching some of his episodes again.
Yeah,
Hans Kim. Do you know who Hans Kim is?
That's the thing. He has on people I don't really know.
Hans Kim is, it's because he's in the hip hop. That's why I like Danny Brown. Yeah,
because he's in
the hip hop world.
Like
he's in the music world, and he's into the comedy world because he's associated with YMH. You know,
he has so many people on that I've never heard of, honestly.
But he has Hans Kim. Hans Kim is for those of you who don't know, Hans Kim used to be a regular on Kill Tony, which is there he is.
Oh, I have seen him before.
This is Hans Kim. He's got a theme song.
Yeah,
it's fucking hilarious. And so anyways, he was on with Danny Brown.
Oh my god, I saw one of those clips. It was fucking hilarious.
I was like,
you know what, you're right. I actually been wanting to watch that one because I saw a clip from his Instagram and holy fuck.
Because bro, Hans Kim is so funny.
He's so funny.
And I've seen him, I've watched, for those of you who don't know Kill Tony, I mean, I've talked about it many times. It's a stand-up show. I watch it almost every week. I love stand-up comedy. I love it so much. And honestly, Kill Tony is just, for an online podcast, it's such a unique show.
Yeah.
And this is a great transition into what we're going to be discussing today. Anyways, because of who Tony Hinchcliffe is.
Oh yeah.
But this Danny Brown album, holy
amazing,
so good. But yeah,
amazing.
You brought on Hans Kim's, it was.
No, yeah.
But I've been in the mood to just consume good art. You know, I'm I mean, I've talked about it on this podcast a couple times. I've been real into fucking Good Mythical Morning.
It's just like, I don't know. Of all the things I expect, like, I don't know. I just never would have thought you would have a Good Mythical Morning phase. I mean, they make good stuff. You can't fault them for that. They make a lot of funny shit.
Yeah, like even look at this. Who's the worst fast food onion rings? But I watched this 3 days ago. We tried all the fruits. Like it's just
like, dude, just the fucking. But that's the thing. They have like, they make me laugh pretty frequently. They're funny.
They're funny. It's lighthearted. It's not controversial.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. It's like, you know, when you watch them, you're gonna get some fucking funny stuff.
And some of the episodes, I'm like, I don't give a shit about some grocery store in the state.
Or sometimes they'll do the odd like opinion based thing,
or
and
celebrity
it's like,
based thing. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this person and this person, and then it's like, and then that's when you remember it's like they are a company, and it's like they have to talk. It's like. Yeah, it's like they're a brand just like everybody else.
But they're a huge channel.
Because holy fuck, the things they own and produce.
Yeah, like look at all these.
Mythical Kitchen, which have you watched?
Oh, yeah.
The Last Meal.
Yeah, that's
Welcome to Mythical Kitchen.
Because they
have some crazy guests on.
Crazy guests. I watched
Ramsay.
Post Malone. Let's see what the most popular ones are actually.
It'd probably be Gordon Ramsay,
and then Post Malone.
Post Malone. Tom Hanks. That was a crazy. Having Tom Hanks is crazy.
Jason Kelsey.
Uncle Roger.
That's a funny
one.
Fucking
hilarious.
Yeah, and they just do, and the chefs are sensational. The things they make, because that's the thing actually. What got me into Good Mythical Morning?
Welcome to Mythical Kitchen.
Is they do this thing where it's like the dartboard. They have like a dart and it's like a map of the world, and then they taste. They're like, okay, we're gonna try drunk foods from all over the world, and the Mythical Kitchen will make food from all over the world, and they'll taste it, and then they have to throw darts at the board. You know?
Yeah.
And I just think it's sick.
Their chefery is insane.
But on the contrast, what I was gonna say was I've been in, so that's the kind of like bullshit content that I like, but I'm like, I just want to watch some good shit lately. That's why I got into that Shogun.
Yeah, that Shogun show.
That show is fucking
insane.
I love samurai shit.
And this is the samurai shit. Damn, that's such a fucking
the smallest picture ever.
But yeah.
Boy, look at that. Yeah. Look how badass that is.
That's a cool ass photo.
Look at this fucking dude. This
Japanese as fuck.
I don't know if he's actually Japanese.
But, you know.
I wonder if he is. I don't even know what his name is.
He's just like, whenever Hollywood needs just like. Oh,
actually, yeah, let's go there. And then let's go cast.
IMDb, the GOAT.
Oh, here we go.
He's not first?
He's not even up there.
What the fuck? Is that him? Bottom right?
Bottom right.
Sorry, bottom right of these four. I think that's him. It's just like a young photo.
I don't. Oh, yeah. Damn, that's what this man used to look like. Not saying that you an ugly man.
No. It's just like
gentleman now.
It's just like he looks like a completely different person. Yeah, but I was just like, I could kind of see that that's him.
Oh man, this guy's been doing samurai shit for forever.
No, that's what this guy's always the fucking. Damn, he's in a lot of sunshine. Look at that fucking.
That's why I love this show, dog.
Fucking.
Some of the frames, I'm like, oh, look at this shot.
Like cinema.
It is, and it's a fucking show.
That's
Look at this.
Oh,
it's just so sick. Yeah, I have Hiroyuki Sanada.
I think you killed that dog. I won't lie.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Yeah.
In Tokyo, so he's Japanese.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, so that's cool as fuck. This is authentic as fuck.
Yeah, this is it, dog. Damn, that's an ugly ass haircut.
Oh, for the samurai?
Yeah, the one guy in the show.
You just insulted They're mostly like that.
No, yeah.
You just insulted the whole samurai culture with that one.
I don't see any of them left. So, if any samurai want to fight, I'll throw hands.
Well, they got swords.
I said I'll throw hands. I didn't say anything about sword fighting. That's fucked up.
Well, you might get your head fucking chopped off.
I could see that.
Shut.
Yeah.
I love how they fuck. Sorry for yelling again, but it's my podcast. All right, so one of the biggest reasons why we wanted to bring on Ella, and Ella wanted to do this again. For those of you who don't know, Ella is the youngest sibling that I have. That's just always the best way I think to say it. And this weekend they got up to something interesting. They've been, it was a topic of discussion that we did last time that we were on, and this is what I was hinting at earlier. I kind of alluded to, I foreshadowed when I said kill Tony Hinchcliffe. We got something. If you know that show, we're talking about some fucking, well, I'll let you explain. What the fuck you get up to 2 days ago?
Well, okay, so I joined a little mini wrestling school camp thing. Yeah, so it kind of happened extremely last minute, because even the last time I was on the podcast, I don't think it was even in my mind. But it just happened so fast. I just was home, and then I was talking about, I was just like, I don't know. It all kind of like came out of nowhere, because I just randomly was watching a video of this YouTuber. I think it's pronounced Dank Ops. He's like a specifically a WWE YouTube wrestling fan.
Dank,
because that's his real last name. Is Dank. So I don't know.
1.6 million.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm more.
Sorry, I'm butchering your name. I'm actually a huge fan of you, dog.
Chris.
Dank Ops.
Danker.
Yeah.
Danker.
Yeah, that's. I'm like, bro, he's
almost 600 million views.
So huge gaming YouTuber. And then it should be in his most popular video, actually. He just one day, like, his friends run a small wrestling organization that they just made, because they're also wrestling YouTubers, but they were like, fuck it, we're famous and loaded, like, let's just do like a small indie circuit. And they do, and it's like, and they're still indie, but he showed up because he's like, oh, like, I'm a fan of wrestling, let me go on it. Okay, I thought it was like
lots of video game stuff.
Yeah,
lots. A lot of videos, 1.5 million.
Yeah, he just did like a really high, like, good quality documentary on his journey, and I thought it was his most viewed video. I guess not.
No, especially if it's a long video.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
These are all about 20 to 30 minute videos.
Yeah,
so if that was a longer one.
Probably not. Wow, I honestly thought it was a lot bigger than. These are a lot of 600Ks though.
Well, that's still fucking.
That's a lot of fucking.
I would love for a video to have. Well, I guess I have some videos that are 25,000.
Yeah, but it's like to get.
But they're
this many
songs, and they're also 3 minutes long.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like, easier to consume. These are all, yeah. Okay, yeah. Anyways, he did. Yeah, you'll have to take my word for it.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like a small. I highly recommend. Oh, it's like if you.
I feel like I'm more nervous.
Even slightly interested, I would say it's like worth a watch. But yeah, it's just like his journey of like starting to professional wrestle, and like obviously because he's a wealthy individual, he got one-on-one training by a pretty established trainer.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just like anything. You can have a fucking, if you have
personal
enough money,
yeah.
Because if you can pay someone $1,000 an hour, you know,
it's like it's like, yeah, and it's like, and he's in a ring, and it's just him, and it's just like, and it's like obviously, but it's just like, yeah. So he just started. He just changed his whole lifestyle, and he started wrestling. And then then the documentary ends with his first match, which was your debut to be 25 minutes is insane, because that's like that's a lot of choreography. But anyway, so yeah, so I saw that, and I was just like, I was like, damn, the wrestling training. I was like, that seems interesting. And then I was just like, the way he was describing it, I was like, because I did theater in high school and I really liked it, and I thought that was going to be my future, was going to be acting. I did get opportunities to direct, and I did like it, but I also did not like the stress of it, even at a small school scale. I couldn't imagine having even remotely a budget and a sketch. It's just it's so much stress because it's just and I think Martin Scorsese put it perfect. Being a director is just handling everyone's problems at once.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And just constantly putting out fires that happen, you know?
Because a director, a CEO, all the people, executive producer, all these people are just fixing problems.
Constantly.
Because if it was easy to make a movie, everyone would do it.
Yeah. And it's like, it's just like, it's so much easier to be like, oh yeah, just go direct a movie. But it's like, it's so difficult.
Of course.
And it's just so stressful because it's like you are the boss, but it's just a different kind. It's like managing.
Well, that's exactly what it is. It's a lot of people want to think that art is this special thing, but it's not. It's just like any other business. The product is the art usually.
Yeah.
And there's like this beautiful, like, it's your heart and your soul, and I get that.
And you're expressing yourself and stuff like that.
But especially as an actor, usually not. You're usually acting. You're not. It's.
And I didn't even notice until I started directing, but it's like because when you're acting, it's just like you do it, and then someone's like, okay, change this, and you restart it, and you're not even thinking about how it's like, because I've acted more than I've directed, and acting is almost, I would say, a lot easier because your stress is just all on you, or like it's all you. But the director has to worry about you and the 5 other people in the scene and the camera guy record. It's like, just like you think about the scene from an entirely different perspective because you're like, fuck, how is this going to sound? Like, how is this being like captured well? And then it's just like when you're acting, you're just like, oh, I'm just.
And then when you're fucking, like Martin Scorsese, you have a dude for sound, a dude for how it looks. And then you get to be at a point where, hey man, you fucking figure that question out. You fix that fire. Only come to me with the fucking
big shit. Yeah.
But anyways, we're getting off track.
Anyways. Yeah. Directing is just like, I forgot I did that, so I just had a lot on my chest to say about that. That's directing was.
But you know what you should do, which would be way more fun, is directing music videos. Especially like then it's a different, especially someone like me where you're my sibling.
I was gonna say it'd be a lot, and you're also incredibly easy to work with. So it's like I couldn't imagine handling like someone who's an actual dickhead,
because that's what
like that would be.
I'm going off topic here, but that's my one thing. It's like I say no a lot. I say no.
It's important to say no.
I say no, and I don't respond even more. People hate me for that, but it's just real. It's just who I am.
Yeah.
And it used to be something that I used to be, but it's like, bruh, if it's important enough, I'll get to it eventually. Bro. Yeah. Just because you message me, right the fuck. I had this conversation with Brandon once. I was like, just because someone messages you doesn't mean you have to respond. It doesn't mean you have to respond then. That's true. You're not obligated to respond. So much time is wasted with bullshit responses.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see that.
Actually, and we'll get back because this is actually what I wanted to open with and I forgot.
Oh.
It happened yesterday. I wanted to bring this up with you.
Oh.
Remember where we're at because we need to get to this stuff.
Yeah.
But I had to bring this up, and I forgot. This is what I wanted to open with.
What is this?
This motherfucker adds me on Snapchat yesterday.
Okay.
Hold up.
That's so crazy because I have my own story to say, but okay, yeah.
And as a joke, I'm like, I flip you the middle finger and send it.
Yeah.
And I think nothing of it really. You know? I'm just fucking around. I just see that you added me on Snapchat.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a lol moment.
Yeah.
I go about my business, and like hours later I was like, oh yeah, I forgot so I should check my Snapchat, and you didn't respond back, and it's really late at night, and I'm like, oh fuck, I hope you didn't take that the wrong way.
No, yeah.
I remember being like stoned and looking up, and I saw that you opened it, and I was like, oh,
no, yeah.
I was like, oh, I was just joking.
No, yeah. No, dog. Because this is what happened. Because I got long story short, my girlfriend is in her hometown, and she likes Snapchat. She prefers Snapchat because Snapchat is so much more interactive than Instagram is.
Oh,
just off of a DMing perspective. So I was like, okay, I understand that. So I got Snapchat again, and then I don't know if anyone else is having this issue, because I for sure am. I didn't add anyone on Snapchat, but for some reason I got like 5 notifications yesterday that people were adding me back, and I 100% did not add anyone. It's not that, like, because at first I was like, maybe when you were the first one when you added me back, I was like, oh, maybe I accidentally clicked that. But then 5 other people added me back, and I was like, okay, I for sure didn't add anyone back. When I re-downloaded Snapchat, I
that's
didn't do anything.
And that's funny that you say that, because I've gotten requests. Those motherfuckers. That's what it is, man. Because I on my Snapchat over the last few days, a bunch of people have popped up on my to add.
Yeah.
Because if someone adds me, like you, who I know, I'm gonna feel bad to not add.
No,
well, of course I want to add you.
For sure.
But it's not. We talk in life. I don't need. to
it's
talk
like we
to
talk
you
pretty frequently, so it was just like, it's like for sure.
Because yours popped up on mine.
Yeah.
Like you were trying to add me as a friend request.
Well, yeah, which is why I was confused when it said adding me, because I thought you followed me. And I was just
obviously doing some kind of because I have another homie. I was like, why the fuck are you adding me on?
Exactly, yeah. And it's like, no offense to anyone I added. For sure, I like that. Like, no offense to anyone.
Actually, now that
it's not like I was like, I would never fucking add you guys. Get the fuck out of my Snapchat. No, for sure I would add you. It's just like, I just downloaded Snapchat to talk to my girlfriend because I don't like Snapchat personally. It's not how I like to communicate. It's just like, I don't know. I just text people back and I'm like, oh, ha. Or I send people stuff. I like sending people stuff. It's just like, I prefer
I like IG too.
Yeah.
I like IG too.
Yeah. Like, I'm much more of an Instagram person. And then I had to delete Twitter because of the stuff with
X.
Or X, sorry. I had to delete X just because of it was, I don't know how the like algorithm, but I just noticed a shift, and it's just like, I don't know if anyone else had this experience, but definitely like a couple months ago, like my X feed was people I followed, and like because I didn't know that you could click on X and be like, don't show me this type of content, just keep it to what I like, who I follow. And I only liked it for MMA stuff because it's the best stuff for keeping track of what's happening in the boxing world, and because I just realized
update stuff.
Because I just realized I was missing so much wrestling stuff. I was missing so much boxing stuff. Like I would see on Instagram like a day or 2 days after it happened and be like, fuck, I didn't know this guy was fighting yesterday. Like, I don't know if anyone noticed, but Deontay Wilder fought on Saturday, and he's a pretty popular boxer. And I just missed it, and I was like, I didn't see this anywhere. But if you were on X, I would have caught it.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
But we're also in the realm the age where there's just too much going on all the time.
Yeah, in any type of sport you follow.
But it's like boxing and MMA and UFC. It's like, these are all combat sports, but they're all different.
Yeah, they're all different.
That's like following the NBA, the Euro League, and the African League.
It's like you're gonna miss so much shit. It's like an ideal.
Bro, that there's fucking, even those leagues, there's fucking, between those 3 leagues, there's probably 40, 60 teams. You know how many fucking boxers there are?
And and there's a lot of ones that I try to, it's just because I try to give, it's just so hard to watch boxing cards, but that's something different. Anyways, but yeah, I just noticed that on X, it's just like I was getting stuff that I didn't really care about. So just like when I'm on social media, I get that there's important things happening in the world, and that's important to see because it's news. But it's just like I was on X, and like I would just see just like pictures I didn't want to see of stuff. And just like, I don't know, like very politically charged tweets.
Yeah.
Or and I just like, and it's like, and they would be of people I didn't follow.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But it's just like, it would always say like, oh, but the person you follow was following this, so you have to see it. Yeah. And I'd be like, I don't want to see that, and I don't want to see that, and I don't want to see this, and it wouldn't change, and I was just like, I'm done. And like I was hearing other celebrities talk about that too, that there was like people on Instagram would talk about how it's like you would just see like random videos that you would never have seen, or never interact with, in a sense, and you're like what the fuck. And some people have been saying it's happening with Instagram too, but
and we were kind of talking about this morning because it got you. Is a lot of people think I'm on the social media apps all the time. I am barely on them. All my stuff is scheduled content. I have all of my stuff just this morning.
That's so funny.
Just this morning, and I was like, damn, I come upstairs to make a coffee at like 10 a.m. or something. I'm up late, and I have a post this morning of I posted at 6 a.m. of me doing pull-ups, and Ella, I guess, asked Mom if I was up, because you thought I was up.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, Jordan's up. That was the first clip I saw on my Instagram, was you doing pull-ups, and it said 3 hours ago. And I was like, damn, Jordan's working out at 6 a.m. What the fuck?
No.
Yeah. And then I came downstairs. I was like, fucking Jordan's up already?
Jordan got his ass up.
Yeah.
9:30.
And then you came upstairs and you're all like groggy, and I was like, damn, that was fucking. No, bro, I thought you were ready to go, and I was like, it was 9 o'clock. I was like, damn, Jordan's probably like,
nope.
Yeah.
But that's all I'm saying, is because, man, I don't think the social medias is enjoyable anymore. I really like, and I just wanted to make a point about X. The one thing I still love about that platform is when you're watching a live event. Like if you're watching, we used to watch, well, not that we don't do that anymore. They just don't, we watched The Weeknd's album release party. Remember when he came out? On Twitch or whatever.
Yeah.
We watched.
That was fucking crazy.
We just fucking threw it up on the screen, listened to it in the speakers. It was sick.
That was sick.
And but it's cool to watch that. And then, because it was just me and you, not that that's a bad, it's just me and you right now.
Yeah.
That's a bad combination. But it's cool to also experience things online that people are, like, I remember when me and Faith watched the YMH Christmas special, which I will never watch again. Oh my god.
Just a funny story about that. So I bet it was an experience to watch, but me and my girlfriend so you guys were in the living room, and then we were upstairs just playing video games, just hanging out.
Right.
And it was so funny because we'd be hanging out, be watching video, be like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And then we would just hear downstairs, like, and then Jordan would be like, Jesus Christ.
It was, because at the time, me and my sister shed our Faith, go check around on some of the other episodes. Because me and Faith, at that time, were really into the show. It was super funny.
You're watching it weekly.
It was great. And, there was gross. I can't do gross. If there's one thing about me, I can't do gross anything.
Yeah.
As soon as it's gross, I'm gone. I'm not fast forwarding. I'm leaving the episode. And boom. You make too many fart jokes, gone.
Yeah.
You're burping too, gone.
Yeah.
YMH.
So I guess we should say that you guys were watching so YMH is the podcast, and then you paid the Patreon version for
it's on their website.
Yeah, and so you paid
whatever.
You paid to watch it on their website, which means they don't get the censorship of YouTube.
Yeah, it's like they can do
whatever.
Whatever.
It's their website. It's their website.
And they got quite a few shows now. And I guess I've watched quite a few of these shows.
Yeah.
They do, even these guys, they're from The Sopranos.
Damn.
Which I've never seen that show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up just video rentals. So smart of them to do this. 69 minutes with Tom Segura. That's probably funny.
Yeah,
This.
yeah.
And it was and that was the thing. It was with Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee was on
Bobby
it too.
Lee was awkward as fuck because he was nervous.
Oh yeah,
he was nervous.
I bet he'd be.
So they do these like live episodes, and they are. I can't even like the nudity, the obscurity.
It's like you really. It's like you guys.
I was watching it with my sister.
Yeah, so it's like it's like you expected it. It's like obviously it's not going to be family friendly.
Yeah,
but it's like almost to the point where it's like damn, who's watching this? And
that's what I was like. Who thinks this is funny?
And
I mean, I get it, everyone.
Because you asked me if I wanted to watch it with you guys, and I just kept being like, if it's, because you kept warning me, you kept being like, do you want to watch it? Oh, by the way, it's on their website, so it's not being streamed on YouTube. And I was just like, that doesn't sound like a good idea, because I don't really watch YMH, but just hearing about the shit Tom Segura talks, and like Joe Rogan would be like, yeah, Tom Segura just sent me like a brutal car accident this morning.
And that was the easy stuff to watch on that episode.
And just brutal car accidents.
And that's not even
it's like the shit he watches. Oh my
god. That's shared trauma I have with my younger sister.
Yeah. And
shout out Faith.
Yeah. Just the shit I would hear. It's just like car accidents, someone laughing, and you'd be like, oh my gosh.
It was just, and don't get me wrong, there was hilarious moments. And
yeah,
I do get it. It's just not for me.
Especially because Bobby Lee's hilarious too.
Bobby Lee just was so awesome.
And Bobby Lee and Tom Segura are a good combo.
Yeah. See, that's why I think right now for a pretty long stretch, actually ever since him and that chick broke up, Kalila,
yeah.
I think Bobby Lee has been the most consistently funny person.
Yeah, for sure. Like everything, especially when you go back, because I'm just like, he was a completely different person. But it's like, obviously, if you're with someone for 10 years and you break up, it's gonna affect you a little bit. And it's like, but he really did change in terms of like comedy and stuff like that, and like his mannerisms and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just think he's fucking hilarious.
I watched it. It was so fun. It was 3 a.m. last night. I was not high. This was fully sober. His brother posted,
Stevie Weeby.
Yeah, who's fucking hilarious too. By the way,
I just showed Brandon him.
He's so funny. He's so funny. I went through because I forgot he had that podcast with Theo Von that was fucking hilarious.
Stevie Weeby and Theo Von.
It's his most viewed podcast episode. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have not.
Funniest Theo Von podcast ever. I would say he is.
That's got to be an old one.
Yeah, I think like 4.
Wait, is it
Stevie Weeby?
Yeah. Is it on Theo's channel or is
no?
It on...
His. That would be the one. Yeah, 6 years ago. Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say because that's probably when Theo Von was on the come up.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh yeah, it was only an hour, and it was probably the funniest hour I've ever seen ever.
Man, Stevie Weeby. I just watched the video of this one.
That's what I was gonna talk about.
No
I watched it all. Because it was so funny.
I'm not even a video game guy.
And that's the thing is I don't like Stardew Valley, and I watched it.
I even showed Brandon this
just because it said like brackets gameplay, and I was like, what? And then just the oh my god,
it's just there's this part, and it's Bobby Lee. For those, I forget some people just listening. For those of you just listening, it's Stevie Weeby is. Yeah. Bobby Lee's, I think his name is Stephen Lee. I think his actual name is Steven.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Lee, sorry. Yeah. Steve Lee is his actual name.
And he's Bobby Lee's brother.
Bobby Lee's brother. And so he's got his own channel, which is subscribe, bro.
Yeah.
And Bobby Lee on Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is just Bobby Lee's favorite game.
Of all time, apparently.
Of all time. And he goes through and he's like, at one point in the video, Stevie Weeby's like, I just love saying his name actually. Yeah. Stevie Weeby.
It first off the tongue.
So funny. He goes and he's like, so how often do you play this game? And Bobby Lee's like, oh, I don't know, 8 to 12 hours every single day. And Stevie Weeby's like, You're 50 years old.
He says you're almost 60. It's like you're almost 60. He's like, we need to get you some sun. Like, he's like, it's just like the fact that he's his brother, and he's like, what? Because the stuff he says, and he keeps saying, like, he's like, you've been playing this game for like years. Like, Stardew Valley is an old game, and this is like one of his save files, and he just has everything.
I'm not a video game person.
Yeah,
we talk about video games all the time.
Yeah,
I'm interested as fuck into them.
Yeah,
but I think maybe that's what I should start live streaming. Maybe that's how I meet Bobby Lee eventually. How do you do? This is wow, damn. All right, I'm about to ask you a question. We need to get back to wrestling.
Yeah,
we need to get back to that.
Let's go. Let's let this flow, bro. We're flowing right now.
I'm trying to find a good place to put the
box.
Yeah,
I think up is. Oh, but it covers your face.
I think maybe I just go like this and I zoom us back into like.
Oh, make us bigger. Yeah, I like this. This is it. Anyways,
I think I got to make another like cut scene thing. You
know?
For
for those who are just listening.
Yeah. Most people watch. If you're listening, fuck you. Go watch. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for watching. You're listening.
I was while Jordan's looking this up, one of my favorite podcasts is this Super Mega Cast, which have rebranded to the Super Mega Show, which is confusing. But what they do is they shit on the audio listeners. Like, they make fun of them because they like the first ever time they brought it up, they were like, funny. Yeah, we don't get any money from you guys, so fuck you. So they'll do jokes only people who watch it.
That's actually
like, they'll go quiet for like a minute and I'll be like, is this podcast even on anymore? And they're just like, sorry, people who are watching just saw the funniest like thing ever. And I listened to it, so I'm just like, fuck these guys, and then I'll rewatch it and I'll be like, that was fucking hilarious. Like,
that's so funny. I appreciate what is tabletop.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a board game?
Stardew Valley's insane. Yeah, Stardew Valley's like, I would say like as complicated as like,
it reminds me kind of like RuneScape.
Yeah, it's very because I thought it was like Minecraft, but I mean,
after listening to Bobby Lee go,
and just like I have friends who destroy the Stardew Valley.
I want to try it.
And one thing is, some really little kids get really fucking good at Stardew Valley, and Stardew Valley has a lot of real shit in it. You know, like obviously it's fictional and like just like Minecraft in a sense, but it's just like Stardew Valley has like real shit, like real baking.
Oh, well.
I mean, not real baking, but like it teaches you like it's good for like small children, but it's like obviously grown ass men. It's like, yeah.
So, okay. So if I was this is how little I know about video games. If I wanted to play this game, how do I do this? I have to download one of these things?
Well, it'd be the easiest is you would want to do it on Steam because Brandon has Steam on this computer, so it would be good to stream off of this computer. So yeah, you get Steam, you would buy the game, and then you would have to.
How much does this game cost? $16?
Yes.
And then what does this mean?
So it's DLC. So I don't think you need. Oh, that's just to own the soundtrack. That's not even DLC, so you don't need that.
Damn. So they'll sell just. This is why I got.
It's like Minecraft. It's they don't do DLC because they're live service games. And live service games can have DLC, but they usually don't.
Amazing game. It's full of content. Goals to reach. Shout out Chaos and Chosen.
Using it. Yeah. Yeah. You could. It's just, it would be
interesting. So I would have to, so it's complicated. So
I
would have to go. Well, Brandon has this. Okay, I see.
Yeah, you would just have to download it, but it's like, I'm sure people would watch you just like.
Because people actually, while I was doing the live, because ultimately what my goal is to do the basement up, and we've talked about this a couple times, is to do the basement up into a full gym, but then add cameras and lights to it, and then do lives.
That'd be sick.
And do podcasts while working out. Instead of sitting, if I had a little computer out there, and then even if it doesn't even have to be, we could just hook up the cameras and stuff to this computer.
Oh, I see.
And then be able to shoot out there, do a podcast.
Yeah.
And then if we need to look something up, we could just it's in this room. You know?
Yeah, yes. Because some podcasts or some live streamers do have that set up, like a very involved podcast.
Because then it would be super cool. Because then if I could even do it where I could do this there and in the garage where the studio is.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, then I could stream all the time. It's like, man, I could stream 2 hours, 3 hours when I work out. I could stream 3-4 hours while I make music, you know? I could just be fucking cranking out the fucking content. Sorry, this fucking cold brew is fucking getting
this cold
me.
brew. Yeah, got us. I think that's why this podcast is so fucking, because we're just caffeinated.
Caffeinated. Like, I've been on the cold coffees, cold teas. I just feel fucking jacked.
Yeah, I feel fucking.
I'm gonna have to slow down on this.
Yeah,
coffee.
Holy shit, that was a.
Woo!
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was like a solid caffeinated hour of fucking talking.
Because even just the way we keep bouncing,
the pace.
I'm like, damn.
We talked about so many things already.
And it's like this is why I just had a feeling that I didn't need to plan it.
I was like, fuck, what the fuck are we gonna talk about besides the wrestling thing? But I was like, look at us go. Yeah, we talked about fucking streaming video games and shit. But that's actually a good idea, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would be a solid idea. It's just because I felt like, not even that old, but like back in my day, gameplays were like, you had to be pretty good at the game now. But honestly, Twitch has changed the game where it's like you honestly just need to have a good personality.
Change the game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was actually.
It's like you really don't need to be, because there's both. There's people that are really good at games and don't, and it's like there are extremes where it's like they're amazing at the game but don't really have good personality, and it's like when they do have their mic on, you're not really paying attention to them, to their personality. It's more just like, God, look at this fucking guy go. And that's why I stopped, because I Brandon really likes watching like player versus player stuff. I was really into speed running video games. I found that the most interesting, but so many of them.
Which, if you don't know what speed running is, it's completing the game
as fast as you possibly can. But it's just, I would watch them. I was like, yeah, this guy isn't really that funny. He's just kind of like, he's fucking trying to do this as fast as he can.
Yeah. And I think Brandon really likes to watch people who are very entertaining too.
Yeah.
You know, he watches Dr. Disrespect. I can't think of any of them.
Yeah, me either. I'm not really about that life.
Montreal dude. The Canadian guy.
Oh.
The guy who's always fucking, he's so negative. He's so
Fuck, I don't.
And then there's fucking, I started following him on Instagram. I mean, I'm not but Kai Cenat.
Oh, who's he?
What the fuck? I guess he's not a video game streamer per se. He's just a streamer.
This guy. Yeah. Sorry, I'm bad at names, dog. I'm bad at names.
It's like, he just had Kevin Hart on, and some of those clips. He has everyone. Ice Spice. He has fucking
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj was just on. He brings on
insane people.
Kevin Hart was just, and they'll sit there for hours
and just talk
and just fuck around.
Yeah,
that's why I want to get into the streaming game.
Yeah,
I think it's fun.
That clip of him, the last Game of the Year awards, when he's dressed up as Spider-Man, and it's so funny.
I don't know if we can watch it on here. Like this?
It's put up Spider-Man losing. Oh fuck, was it not viral?
It could also just be so old.
Yeah.
Especially something.
Yeah. It was that one, yeah. The first one. Oh, it's on TikTok. Damn, I wonder how I saw this then.
The year is
Spider-Man 2.
So yeah, if you he
hold on, I need to turn this up. Are you gonna say something before we watch it?
If he just wanted Spider-Man 2 to win.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Game of the Year.
Baldur's Gate 3.
And this is why this guy's so famous. He constantly does stuff like this. Oh my god, that clip is so funny. Hold on, I need to make this bigger so those are watching can see it. I don't even care if you can't see us. Watch.
The year is Spider-Man 2. Baldur's Gate 3.
So funny. That's so funny. Oh my god, it's gonna make me cry. He just does shit like that all the I totally understand why this guy is as famous as he is.
Oh my god, he's so fucking funny.
So funny. And he's a crazy dancer.
Yeah, he
danced. Nicki Minaj brought him on stage. So damn, we're jumping everywhere.
Yeah.
Cenat, Nicki Minaj dance.
Damn, I don't know if I've seen. Oh, yeah, when he.
I'm not gonna play the volume.
Oh no. We have one last song to do. Is Kai still in the building? Huh? Who? Jumped on one fucking stage.
Oh shit.
He's killing.
Oh.
He's actually a crazy dancer. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? What the?
God.
Did you also not to make this a fucking Kai Cenat fucking? Did you see that fucking music video he put out? We can't. I don't think we can play it.
Yeah.
What
the fuck?
I don't know if I can find it. I don't know if it's even on his channel.
His reaction to fucking Kendrick Lamar. I think that was.
Wait, so you can? How does this work to react to things?
So, I mean, that's the thing, is it's still pretty up in the air. I just know that so many people stopped giving a shit because it's just like a YouTuber getting mad at another YouTuber. YouTube doesn't really give a shit.
Oh, word.
So, but there are cases where it's like people have gone shut down, like their channels have gone striked. But it's like someone like Mr. Beast. He's like he'd be like
he's like, yeah,
someone else who's famous is watching my content. Of course, it's a good thing. But I know that one YouTube channel that does the like that's the thing, I don't even know their name. The like 6 people. One of them, all of them are high, but one of them isn't high. And they have to they make all the types of shit like that. They are they let people react to it because the reactions will get millions and their videos get significantly less. Obviously they still get views because people like it's still promoting.
Yeah, I see.
But it's like they don't get as many views as like PewDiePie watching their videos does.
Oh, this isn't even his fucking actual channel.
Oh, this is just his
fucking.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Oh, that's no, because that's another thing. I was like, man, I just want to make fucking all the content. This is way
to be diverse. Damn, that's a nice suit.
Man, look at these fucking views this guy has. Joining a college frat house for 24 hours. Yeah, this guy makes
Oh yeah, Speed is another one. Holy fuck. That's another streamer that does games.
Mukbang with Polo G. What the fuck? This guy will do
anything.
I mean, I'll do whatever too. I guess I'll fucking.
Oh, this is his most viewed video. Oh, but this is also not his live stream.
Bringing my Asian friend to America. That's just funny. Okay. Anyways, we fucking ran the gauntlet. I think it's time to finally circle back an hour in.
I'll take a bathroom break and then we'll circle back.
That's a great idea. Actually, I will also.
This is a good point to take a break.
The massive amount of caffeine.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, y'all.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, JusJrdn here, interrupting myself to do my own ad. Thank you so much for all the likes, subscriptions, and thanks for checking out this video. If you really want to support me and the channel, the best thing that you can do is pre-order my vinyl record. I've been working on this record for forever. It's only coming out on vinyl. There will only ever be 1,000 copies of this vinyl ever released, and it would mean the world if you bought it. I spent a lot of time, a lot of money, worked with some of the best musicians in all of Canada, especially all of Edmonton, to put this together. It's a beautiful album, influences of rock, hip hop, and it's just a beautiful, unique piece of art, and it's made for the art lovers. But it's going to be gold. It's beautiful colors, so many great artists on this. And yeah, it's my second album of all time, Olympus, and I'm so proud of it. So it would mean the world if you could pick it up. If you really want to support the channel, it would mean everything. All right, back to the podcast. Oh, also, before back to the podcast, you can pre-order it at www.primepurposemovement.com/shop. All right, thank you. Goodbye.
It's a good counteract.
I am fucking hype off caffeine right now.
No. I get too lazy with indica.
I don't know if it's an indica. All right, we're back.
We are.
And I don't know if the caffeine is kicking more, but we're vibing. We're having a good time. Caffeine is a hell of a drug. You know, people, I often like to address it as a drug because I think it's just more fun.
Yeah.
When you're like, oh man, I wake up every morning and do drugs.
Yeah. That's
the clip. That's the
Yeah,
clip
yeah,
for this
yeah.
episode.
Yeah. Do drugs in the morning.
I do drugs in the morning. I like to cut it off around noon and then just coast onto other drugs.
That's what I'm saying.
Like tea.
It's important.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We really ran the circuit here.
Yeah. Okay. This might be a great time to circle back to our original conversation and the main point why we got into this. So let's actually, I was also looking at this, which is giving me an idea. I'm able to make, I know there's a lot of screen moving and stuff like that, but it's because I'm caffeinated as fuck.
Yeah. We move.
We move. We don't move. But we moving.
We move, yeah.
This is gonna be a weird podcast. I wonder what it's like to the listener, because I won't go back and listen to this, but I was there for it.
Yeah, because it's just like, I don't know, like maybe when a year has passed or something like that, you go back. But it's like,
but I will not, because then I have another podcast to do. It's like I will never go back.
Oh, I guess listen, maybe like a clip or two. Yeah, I guess
clips.
I wouldn't fully watch a podcast I was on. That's too much.
Yeah, no, I can't even. But this is giving me an idea for members, because I can do memberships on my channel. So this dude only. This is a good transition for those of you that just listening. We're in that dank ops. Dank.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I've watched him for like a year now, and I don't know how to say his name.
Dank ops. Because
it's a real name.
I assume it's like Germanish, but
if we find, because he doesn't post that much, because now that he's a wrestler,
it doesn't.
Anyways,
yeah. DNK ops. It's not even
dank. I think it is pronounced dank.
Because wouldn't it just be dank ops, and it's just like.
Dank, because his last name is Danker.
Dank ops, yeah. Danker, yeah.
Chris Danker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, to circle back, he made a documentary.
But hold on. Before we get there, that's why I wanted to bring this up, and then we'll get there.
Okay.
He does, because I also can do membership stuff on my channel, and does all he offer is badges?
Yeah, some people just do badges, but I think, I don't know if he does anything else, honestly.
Because $5 a month, you got some cool badges. That might be cool. I might
and the
do
longer,
that.
Because it's just like, some people don't do additional. I know, like people like Nate Bauer does like workouts just for memberships, and stuff like that. Markiplier, a pretty big YouTuber, I know he does live streams that are just
for the members,
and it's like a lot of privileges, like you can
but his is probably way more.
Probably.
Actually,
that's a good question.
That's a good. Sorry, who was that?
Markiplier.
Oh, Mark?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, he's famous.
Okay.
Yeah.
36 million. God,
Yeah.
these make me feel
It's
so
making a movie.
insecure.
Making a movie. Forgot about
Iron
that.
Lung?
Iron Lung, yeah. And it's like I thought it was gonna be like a YouTube movie. It's gonna be in theaters.
Oh, that doesn't mean what it used
I mean,
to
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Hi, this is the.
Oh, let me see. Oh, damn. There's some people that are. Yeah, I could see that. Members only, Discord
And then that,
only.
yeah, and like you get a private Discord with them, and it's like some people even do like you can like pitch in video ideas and stuff like that. Like they do different tiers.
Oh my goodness,
That's a lot of fucking money.
$150. That's what I'm saying. I mean, obviously he doesn't have that many people who, but
Surely he has like at least like 5 or 10.
Yeah, even if for someone like me, even if I had one person willing to that, I mean, and I'm not. That's real. If someone that's a lot. That's my groceries for the month.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's just like to want to support the channel like that.
Because it's like maybe I even do something like, okay, if you buy this membership and you keep this membership for 6 months, I'll send you one of the vinyls.
Damn.
Like, you know, that's what I'm thinking.
That's pretty smart.
That's what this is giving me.
What an interesting.
This might be something I explore more. And then because man, this is the one thing I will say. I love YouTube. I love it. I love it so much. If I could be on nothing else and only on one thing, it would be YouTube. And I'm talking take my music off Spotify, take my music off everything. Because that's how sick I think YouTube is.
It really is, especially when you're it's just like an interesting because it's just like there's the variety. And for someone like me, I compare my channel a lot to like someone like Action Bronson because he does not only music, he does food stuff. You know, and it's like with me, it's like, yeah, I got a podcast, I got music. Yeah, he is a chef. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and his stuff, man, his newest we won't watch it on this, but he did this really, and again, I hope to do stuff like this in the future. And that's what possibly subscribing to my membership channel will do.
Yeah.
He has this new music video called Nourish a Thug, which I was like, how on brand.
Yeah.
And it is so well shot.
Oh shit.
This music
well shot.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's worth it to anyone. I mean, he's got like an old school kind of rap. His rapping isn't for everyone. I don't even like all of his songs.
Yeah, I find him another one that's like when he's featured on something, he's usually kills it.
Oh yeah,
because him and The Alchemist.
Oh yeah, The Alchemist is fucking. And The Alchemist does so much.
That's another person who does a bunch of fucking like albums a year.
Yeah, he's fucking. And it's cool because he does actually. That was a good mix because he comes on his shows all the time.
Yeah, and he's pretty entertaining too. He's pretty funny. Like some clips I've seen of him, he's like pretty hilarious.
I would love to almost not mimic because obviously, he's not the first person to do a food show. But the way he does it, where he'll be on tour in France, but he'll be like, yeah, France day 1. This is the fucking crazy places I ate, and then I did a show. France day 2, I went to a fucking winery.
Yeah.
And I was just like
doing crazy shit, recording it. Yeah.
That's why I crazy. Love YouTube, you know. That's what I hope to get to, you know. That's where I'm striving to be over these next 10 years. I feel like I've anyways, we need to
another
But you brought this channel up and I've never seen this before.
The membership thing?
Not that, but it displayed on the channel like that. It's like, oh, thank you for being a member. Here are our members. And I was like, oh, this is where you can give that. And then I was like, oh, I never thought about just charging like something super low and just giving some really cool badges.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, if you had a YouTube channel, you had a membership, I'd give you fucking $5.
Yeah, it's just $5. Yeah. But it's like if 100 people did $5, it's $500.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then it's like, and especially if you're like, hey, this will directly support the channel. It's like, that's $500 you put in your budget.
Yeah. And it just goes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it's
genius.
You were here for this. This was the breakdown. This was a live breakdown. So if you see it pop up, It might just pop up. You might be able to
up, yeah.
That's a cool idea. That might be a better way to help people grasp the idea of buying the vinyl. It's like, hey man, you subscribe to my channel for $10 a month. You do that for fucking 10 months. I'll send you a vinyl.
Yeah, like
or whatever amount I decide to break
something
it down
like
to.
that.
You
like,
know,
very,
that was arbitrary numbers.
But it's interesting that it kind of mixes with Patreon in that sense.
Yeah,
it's like someone can be like, but it's like obviously Patreon is just that. But it's like
that's the one thing I understand the value of Patreon. Do you know the guy who made Patreon is in?
Oh, he's what's it called?
He's a musician.
Yeah, because fuck, was this guy? Someone had him on, right?
Yeah. Oh, probably.
He was on a podcast, and I remember someone was just like musician / owner of Patreon.
Yeah, and
maybe not.
He's in several different groups. One of my favorite ones that this Jack Conte. Oh man, people got some hard names.
Yeah.
One of my favorite groups this guy does is called Pamplemousse, and it's like him. I think that might be his significant other. You know, it's and they got cool band, but he also does a covers thing. Fuck. It's such a popular fuck. Yes. Scary Pockets. And they do some of my favorite covers of all. Yeah, that's him right there. Yeah, I was like, wait, it's this guy does a lot of covers or a lot of content.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've watched almost all of these. They have some of my hold on, what's this one? This is one of my I listen to this song literally all the time. I also love this girl, Lizzie McAlpine. She's amazing. And this Staying Alive funk cover is oh my god.
They kill
I didn't even realize this wasn't on the screen.
Oh.
Fuck. Anyways.
It happens.
We're doing all right. Yeah, so anyways, lots okay, going back, circling back.
The membership thing was crazy.
Yeah,
the membership thing was crazy. Yeah,
that's interesting.
That's an interesting idea.
Without you bringing this dude up, because it clicked. I was like, wait, a membership done like that?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. And then wait, okay, should we go to this manipulate? Because you're saying this guy's making it. Do you want to go to this guy? Or do you want to go to this guy? What part do you want to go back?
Oh no, I just brought up Markiplier just because I feel like he does it the most. I don't even know if PewDiePie does membership stuff. Just because it's like someone who's that drastically big, I don't know if it would even like. But it's like I could also see PewDiePie doing a membership thing.
Yeah, I could see him not doing it strictly because he does.
Or Mr. Beast too.
Yeah,
like, I'm like it's almost like
it's like bro, you why?
It's like okay, more money for the already super expensive videos.
It's probably not even worth their time.
Yeah.
Fucking set it up, you know.
Exactly, yeah. Or I could also see them like maybe it's to charity or something like that. I also know people do that. Like there's this one guy I follow who he'll do streams and all of the donations go straight to charity. He doesn't even
That's a good idea too. Maybe I even make like the first month. It's like, you know, sign up for 6 months. First month goes right to charity or something.
Yeah.
There's so many.
So many ways. Yeah.
Now that I see there's so many angles
there's
to this.
There's a variety, yeah.
This might be a.
Could also do workouts too.
I could do workouts. And
could do like a 15-minute
boot camp workout thing, and have it only for the members or something.
Yeah, like once a month. And then it's like, yeah.
Because that's also the other thing that I want to do too is those like Nate Bauer style.
The fitness element to it too, yeah.
Pretty, because it's like, man, running boot camps. I could crank out a boot camp video 3 times a week.
Yeah, and even if you get into live streaming, you could also mix fitness into that too. Like you play like a horror game, and every time you die, you have to do like a set of something.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Because I used to watch this guy where he would play this game that like every time he would do something in the game, he'd get XP and he would level up. So it'd be like level 1 and then level 2 or whatever. And whenever he would die, whatever the level was, he would do that in push-ups. And there's sometimes it was like 5, 6, 7, 8 or whatever. But there's one time where it was like it was like 350, and he's just like, and the video that day will be like 20 minutes long because he's fucking doing push-ups, bro.
Oh, see, and this is what there's so much cool ideas to do, and it all sounds fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like you can, it's very, especially because it's like we're talking about with YouTube, it's so diverse that it's like we could do
all of this and it makes sense somehow.
Yeah.
Very cool. Look at this brainstorming session that we're getting everything in this podcast.
Yeah. This is a diverse podcast. This will be
Okay, let's because again we're already cranking into the freaking past an hour mark now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this wrestling thing. So you see. So wait. So let's start right from the beginning here. So you've been watching wrestling for a little while now. At this point,
yeah, for definitely 5 years.
Okay, yeah. See,
on and off. Yeah, for 2 of those years, I would say on and off, especially during because 2019 and then just COVID. It was almost like during COVID, I wasn't watching it because it was wrestling. It was because I wanted to see how they were gonna handle COVID.
Oh,
because everyone was talking about it. It's just like, bro, they're just
everyone. Yeah, anything they were like the WM or not the WNBA, like the NBA. It's like I wanted to watch one. Simply because let's see what it's
when
like
they come back. It's like all right, how are you gonna handle this? And it was just like, because it's also because the UFC was interesting too because they just handled it interesting too with just no crowds because that sport's obviously like
we don't actually need a crowd.
Real fighting sports is like, damn, this is just like a different way of watching the sport almost. It's like quieter commentary, but it's like you just hear everything.
Yeah, but it's almost exactly the same because the fans don't contribute. It's like watching the NBA and stuff. It's like the sport doesn't change. Well, WWE without the crowd it doesn't work.
The crowd, it doesn't work. It is almost a different thing, but for the worse. Because it's like
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
This is a great like you were saying earlier. It's like theater.
Yeah.
One of the things you don't do in theater is record it because it's not a movie.
Yeah.
A recorded theater play usually always looks and sounds and feels awful. Because it's not meant for video. It's meant for you to watch it in the
it's meant for you to be in present, be like, whoa. And and so that's really where it all began is when I went to AEW. I won't lie. Because I was just like, to be present in it, I was like,
okay, wait, hold on. You got to back this up even more. So, wait. So you watched wrestling for about 5 years, and then recently you went to AEW.
Yeah, a couple weeks. They were in Edmonton. They're doing a Canadian tour right now.
And for those of you who don't know what AEW is,
AEW is one of, I would say, the second biggest worldwide wrestling company.
All Elite Wrestling.
Elite Wrestling, yeah. So they are one of the only competitors to WWE. You can argue TNA and you can argue New Japan Pro Wrestling are competitors, but they're the first ones to make an actual dent in WWE since WCW, which, if anyone doesn't know, it was WWE versus WCW in the 2000s. That was the last pretty much war they call it that they've had, and then but it's just been everyone when you think of wrestling, you think of WWE.
Okay.
But now,
you getting too much into the stuff that it's like people don't know what this is.
So, anyways, they came to Edmonton, and it's like I don't know, it was just like such a interesting thing, wrestling to watch live.
So they came here, So they came here to our stadium, It was a huge show. That's what I'm saying. It's like you got to explain to them. You're explaining the business side of things. You got to explain what it is. It's wrestling. It's a wrestling organization, just like WWE.
And
it's just another league. And
they were here, and it was really fun to watch because it was in a big arena, so it was really it seemed pretty big, although half the arena was blacked out, so it was just like kind of a controlled number of people on one half of the arena. It was still really fun to watch. They put on a really good show, and that's when I kind of got the idea that I was just like, oh, this is like, it's the same feeling I got watching like theater, or like being in an audience like watching theater. I'm like, oh, this is like fun. It's just like obviously very physical, but it's more involved than theater is. But it's like, obviously it's like some theaters you're like waiting for a reaction from the crowd, but it's like wrestling, it's almost like that's all of it. It's like they want you to chant, they want you to boo, they want you to go through all these emotions, especially when the main event happened, which honestly is where I started to get it, when it was Adam Copeland Edge versus Ty, I don't remember the guy's name. Anyways, it was just a crazy match. There was blood. He went through a table. They went around the arena a little bit. It was just I don't know, I was just like, this is so fun to watch and to like be a part of it. It would be fun to be the wrestler, and I know it came with obviously it's like I knew that like being a wrestler is kind of a definitely not an easy thing to do.
But what you ended up doing was
a mini camp to see. So it was a mini wrestling school here. They had a trainer, and he was going to show you like basically how to do basic wrestling.
And so your original game plan was to try this out because they also offer like a longer program.
Yeah, weekly
and,
program.
which I was hyped to hear about the experience. We talked about it a little bit. And but how, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about the experience that you had. That's because that's originally why we were going to do this podcast again. I mean, we talked about all kinds of other things, but
But yeah, so this was it, and this is the main thing I tried, because I knew that this would be the kind of how I figure out if I wanted to do it or not. Because I'm like, these are like wrestlers that have been doing it for a while, and especially here in Edmonton. And and then so it was only 3 hours. I got all the stuff for it. I went, and it was definitely something new. I've been working out for 3 years, but it definitely took me out of my comfort zone. It reminded me a lot of the same feelings I remember when it was like phys ed class, in the sense that it's like you're like, I don't know, like I didn't feel as athletic as I do when I like run outside or lift weights. Like it like took me out of like my comfort zone and made me try different ways of using my body,
Oh yeah.
that I wasn't used to.
Yeah. Okay.
And so in that feelings, I was like, whoa, this is like new. And it's like, I'm nervous to like try something new in front of
strangers.
Strangers. Yeah.
Set it up more. Set it up where it was, people.
Yeah. So basically it was 15 minutes from the house, and it was
you don't have to. Don't give them where we live.
Yeah. Anyway,
you're giving them the wrong
information. It was just like a.
Yeah, so this is my house, and I went this way to get.
Sorry. So anyways, it was in a storage unit, and it was like a I think they said like 14-foot ring. In the Indies use 16, and WWE uses 21. So it was like smaller than the usual. I think boxing is also 24. So it was a pretty small ring, and it took up most of the area in the storage unit. Like you walked in, and then the ring's right there, and then like a little bit forward is like mats, and then the bathroom, and then that was it. So it was really tiny, but still obviously big enough to wrestle, and you kind of need space. And then so we started off with just like basic, like almost like just warming up. We stretched. And then we did like warm-ups, and like I crushed the warm-ups because the warm-ups were just warm-ups, obviously. Yeah. And then there was 4 people that were new, including me, and then that have never done a class before. And then there was
that's what new means.
Yeah. There was a guy, but then there was a guy that they said was new, but he had been going there for like 3-4 months, but they considered him new. That's because new, yep. There were 7 wrestlers, and I think the newest one had been doing it for like 4 years, and everyone else, it was 6, 7, 8. And then the one guy had been doing it 10 years. I will get to that in a minute. so yeah, it was them, and then it's just basically what it would do. We would line up by the ring, and then the instructor who had been doing it the longest, I think he said he's been wrestling for like 15 years or something like that. It was a crazy number. But he's been to the WWE tryouts. He's toured with that WWE's smaller brand NXT. He's wrestled. He's wrestled, and he was the main instructor, and he would show something simple, and then the other like 6-7 wrestlers would do it, and they would do it flawlessly, and then it was like the new people. Like
obviously, you would hope they do it flawlessly.
Yeah. And they would they would execute it. And then, so yeah, we started off incredibly basic. We did rolls, which I sucked at pretty bad.
But of course.
Yeah. I haven't rolled since high school.
But it's like, sometimes you're like, all of these things were so new, I sucked at them. It's like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, you sucked at everything.
Yeah. It was so, yeah. And then, so yeah, this was the first oopsie I did. We were doing front rolls, and I landed on my neck. I was the only one that did that. And then when it happened, everyone was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like I didn't really feel it, but yesterday I felt it. Because yesterday I stretched. I stretched with them, and at the end we stretched. Then I came home and stretched, and then I woke up and my neck felt fucking. I've never felt something like it before, because I think maybe I landed on my neck a little harder than I thought I did. And because it's just like that whole day, I kept feeling my neck stiff up, and I was like, yeah, I really, really got myself good on the fucking ring there.
Yeah.
And then there was that, and then after the rolls, after I hurt myself, we did rope running, which is where you run from one side of the ropes to the other side, and then it's just a thing to do to really feel out the ring, and sometimes you can do it in a match. And then after that we did holds, and holds is really when I started to realize that wrestling was something completely different than I thought it would be. And honestly, it's like and then I spent kind of the day afterwards, because it was 2 days and I just didn't go to the other day.
Why?
The first, I was sore in all the places that I kind of needed, because it's like, it's very demanding doing wrestling. It's like, and to just try to keep going better and stuff like that. And I was sore in a lot of places that were important. Like my back was really sore, and it's like, that's what you land on. And it's especially because day one, they said what they were going to do that day and what they were going to do the next day. It was going to be a review of the things we did the first day, plus starting to get into taking bumps. And my back was sore, and your back is where you take the bumps on.
But you also, it seems like you didn't enjoy it as much as
and that's what I was going to get into. Yeah. So that's what I was going to get into, is once we started doing the holds, and for those who don't know, the holds are like, almost every single wrestling match starts up with a lockup, as what they call it.
See, people don't know. Don't just get into why, because it's like, if you go into the moves and try to explain the moves too much, unless they've seen wrestling, you're not going to get it all.
For sure.
Be a little bit broader and more about your experience. You know. Yeah.
And just once we started getting into the holds and moving,
because people know what holds are.
You
know, but once you start getting into what this and that. Too much for people that don't know, you know?
So once we started getting into the holds, I started to be like, it was like just almost like memorizing these certain moves was just like, I don't know. I didn't find it too enjoyable.
Which is such an important, but that's what the beat said.
Yeah.
It's a vital role. It's a vital role in wrestling, because this is how you tell each other what you're doing.
Yeah,
it's like,
this is it.
It's very similar to dancing, actually. Wrestling to me is getting to be more like dancing than it is a play, like a theater play, because it's a lot of, if I touch you like this, you react like this.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a lot of what dancing is. Okay, if I grab you like, or if I push you, and then there's like freedom in those movements, you know, it's like how you
in
act.
The order and stuff like that. Yeah.
Or not even that, because that's how your character can react. Like, you know, through those movements, there's all the same moves, but it's how you do the, it's like that's the artistry of wrestling.
Yeah, and it's like yeah, and that's the
in my I don't know fuck all about wrestling, but like that's how I see. It's like okay, after you explained it, like how they push on the hands and stuff. Like it's like, and then it's the memorizing of these things that you didn't enjoy,
and that was it. Like I didn't enjoy the choreographing, and then like I didn't because it's just like I don't know. It's just to me, and it's like obviously wrestlers probably view it incredibly differently, but it's just like I just felt like I was moving. I'd be like I would just be like this doesn't feel natural, and like I didn't feel like.
But of course, it doesn't feel natural.
Like it doesn't feel because
it's your first time though.
Yeah, I know. And it's like it was my first time trying it and stuff like that, but I just didn't enjoy it, and I didn't.
But did you not enjoy it because what did you think it was gonna be? That's what my.
Well, it's just like. Because it is quite like I thought it was gonna be in the sense that it's gonna be so new.
Yeah, okay.
You're like,
yeah, okay. That was just I'm not laughing at you. It's just a funny way to say it.
Yeah, like
it's like the exact opposite of the question I asked you.
Wait, what did you ask? Sorry,
I said no, because your answer. Keep going.
I just I thought I knew I was gonna be like this is gonna be like weird, and I'm gonna need to be like. It's just like I don't know. It'll just be a different type of physicality almost.
Okay,
compared to what I'm used to, and then it was, but I just didn't like it. And I thought I would like it a lot more than I thought I did.
But do you think that you didn't like it just because it was your first time? It's like I went to a lot of things for the first time, like swimming, for instance.
Yeah,
and I hated it because I sucked at it.
But that's the thing, and that's why I'm saying I'm not like. Done with wrestling 100%. There's still a part of me that like I do
because what was it that was not what you expected? Because because that's how you answered my question. You said it was like I expected, like I didn't,
but I guess I just expected myself to like it more. I think that's what I just thought because it was like doing the holds and then like learning to do the holds. And I was just like, yeah, but like, of course it was going to be rolling and a lot of gymnastics, but I just didn't like it was when I started doing it, I was
more
like
apparent.
Yeah.
Of what I started to understand.
Yeah.
More.
You see what I mean?
I see what you're saying. It's like you had an expectation of
like, it'll be fun to do something like this that I've never done before. And I'm like, it's not really how I,
would you be down? So if someone else has a camp, would you try it again?
That's what I'm saying is I might try different camps out, or I might just try it again and like just to see. But it's like I didn't like it at the first. Yeah. But I'm also not 100% done. But for sure.
Yeah.
I was just like doing it again and then doing it more advanced. I'm like, I don't think that's what I need right now. You
don't need more advanced.
Yeah, I don't need more advanced.
You just need to see if. I think to me, because it's just like learning any other new skill, and it's like the community of it really matters to it's like the other people and the teacher are what matters the most, because everyone's teaching you the same shit.
Exactly.
It's like, and it's like taking piano lessons. It's like if you don't vibe with the teacher, they could probably teach you great, but it's like if you could have that group of people that it's like, these are the people that I want to be around.
Yeah.
I suck at this. This is embarrassing, but at least it's cool to be here.
Yeah.
It's like, I think that's probably more of what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, and I started to feel it when I forgot who asked me it, but I think it was Brandon who was like, did you have fun? Like I told him everything I'm telling you right now. He's like, but did you have fun? And I was like, I wouldn't say so. Yeah, like I didn't.
See, but it's hard to say that because you didn't go there to have fun. You went there to go learn wrestling.
Yeah.
And did you learn some wrestling?
And it's like, I learned a lot. It's like I learned wrestling, and it's like, but you're right. I didn't go there because I was like, this is gonna be fun. I went because I was like, I want to see if I want to do this.
Yeah. See, and you, it is because it's like I'm not going to a workout class to have fun. Some people do. I don't want that. If I leave a workout class and that was fun, great. I'm going there for a hard workout.
Yeah.
Did I get my ass kicked? Some of my favorite workouts were led, I'm talking about group workouts, were led by people I didn't like.
you know, but the work, I didn't go there to like the instructor.
Yeah,
I went there to get my ass
out.
kicked, you know? I remember doing this one yoga and I just I didn't hate him. Obviously, I didn't know him at all, but I didn't like how he ran the class, like just the things he would say. But the structure of the class was so good. I was like, I would go to any of his classes. I was like, this guy's fucking a master. I just don't like the way he talks, you know? But I'm like, I can get over that because the product I was searching for is so, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You know, for sure.
And that's interesting. So well, I guess you'll see. Because maybe this sits with you. Because that's also the other thing too. As popular as these things are, they're not as popular as, say, like a yoga class.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know?
It's a different type of and that was one thing is how I prepared for it was I would bet, like, I would change so many things differently because I just thought, I was like, oh, if I go like super like zen and stuff like that, but it's like it's pretty intense.
So I was just curious to see if there was a Top Talent Wrestling Academy. I was just curious to see if there was other
This was the circuit that I was saying does like pretty good here.
Yeah, this is where a new pro wrestling facility in Edmonton. Oh, what's this?
Oh,
2022.
That might be the one.
No way.
That might be the one I went to.
I straight up was just looking for I was just curious to see how many pro wrestling things here.
I won't lie, at first glance I forget that they're all in storage units, so it's like
like that was the thing.
They're all gonna look a little similar.
Michael Richard Blaze's passion for wrestling is undeniable.
I love wrestling.
Yep.
I really love wrestling. Like getting in the ring and wrestling.
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah.
All right. So look
I can't. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Clandestine Wrestling Society. Whoa.
Yeah.
I've seen this logo.
It's one of the most amazing feelings in the world.
He's been involved in the sport for almost 20 years, which has included appearances in the WWE. Wrestling is a true labor of love for Blaze.
She taught me how to do holds.
I work a regular job, 7 o'clock in the morning until 4 p.m. at night. Then I hit the gym. I have my little workout from 4 p.m. until 5:30, and then I'm here at 6 p.m. You don't want your arms up here.
In recent years, Blaze's passion has turned towards teaching the sport to aspiring wrestlers.
I help my friends, and I trained a lot of new students, and I realized watching them, I love training them and seeing what they do and bringing something out of them more than I love wrestling myself.
His love has pushed Blaze to open his own training facility in Edmonton.
Without proper training, it's very easy to get hurt. It's very easy to hurt somebody else, above all else. So getting proper training in this is probably the most important thing.
That's that guy in the blue pants. He is you're an OG dog.
It's very easy to hurt somebody else, above all else. So getting proper training in this is probably the most important thing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Zoe Sager is one of Blaze's pupils. A facility like this makes it easier for Sager to develop her in-ring skills, which take years to master.
It's a lot of cardio.
No kidding, that was the whole day taught me.
Like body weight exercises.
This couldn't have been.
A lot of just
I can't believe we found this. That whole day just did is what I was just, that was the one that I was like, nope, this ain't for me.
See, that's why I was like, it's not worth explaining because it's too complicated to explain moves. Like, it's like explaining a dance move.
Yeah, exactly, It's like.
But now that we can see the things.
We didn't do this.
Zoe Sager is one of Blaze's pupils. A facility like this makes it easier for Sager to develop her in-ring skills, which take years to master.
It's a lot of cardio. It's a lot of like body weight exercises. It's a lot of just new, different things that your body isn't necessarily like used to.
That's so funny because that's exactly what we were talking about too.
A passion for the sport. Blaze is excited to now share.
Squeezing when I would do holds, and you're not supposed to apply any pressure at all. And they kept being like you're like you keep tightening yourself, which is obviously natural when you're like holding someone, but he's like, you have to be,
it's fake.
It's and that's what they kept being like. They kept being like this, like you got Like you gotta like act. You gotta hold me, but not actually hold me because I gotta. Like,
it's fake. Don't squeeze.
Don't squeeze. Yeah, and I kept squeezing because I was like this is a hold, and I was like,
believe we found that video.
Yeah, that's so funny.
It's right there. So they've only been open for a couple of years.
Yeah,
2022. So we got to see. Damn. So you're saying.
Damn, okay. Almost exactly what it was like. Yeah.
Wow. I can't. Right at the end.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. This podcast has been flowing. Podcast has been flowing nicely.
Been in the flow state.
So interesting. So it was just it. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated with Ella's wrestling journey.
And that's exactly what I thought too. Yeah.
Maybe the podcast gets so big, or the YouTube channel gets so big, we start our own wrestling league.
I mean, you'd be surprised how many are on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, but not mine.
That's true.
I won't wrestle. I'll be the fucking. I don't even want to shout out that man's name. Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah. He's a
character.
You just can't even. Yeah, it's like ever since the shit, you can't even like.
And I'm not one to blast people's appearances. You know exactly where this is going. I'm not one to be like, hey man, what the fuck are you doing? But man comes out, there's all these allegations about this dude.
Bro.
And then first appearance in forever.
You gotta turn it on.
I know. I'm setting this up.
Setting
this up. You know, this man has all these allegations, sexual allegations. He's a piece of shit allegations. Man comes out, I'm selling the company for all these billions of dollars. Comes out looking like this.
Yeah, like, bro.
Comes out, it's like, you're not doing yourself any favors,
yeah, bro. You look like an evil genius. Like, it's like
you look like every evil supervillain in everything.
Yeah, and it's like, this is your like, no, I'm actually a good person. It's like, bro has the evil mustache, and he dyed his hair black too. Like,
I was just like, what are you? Who told you to do anything like this?
Yeah, it's like who is like, yeah, bro, you gotta dye your hair black, and then that's how you make your great comeback.
It's like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm not one to put people's appearances on blast, but
yeah,
this guy needed it. He got billions of dollars. He doesn't give a shit what I say. You know, like, he is super rich.
He is loaded.
What does Google say he's? Oh, I got mustache in the title.
Mustache worth.
They say 2.9 billion. Could be way more, could be way less.
But does that say 60? Or 78?
He's 78. Damn!
I feel like the last time I looked up his age, he was like 70.
Well, that would be
8 years ago.
That's plausible.
Yeah, that's fair. But
wow, that's this guy could give a fuck what I say.
Yeah, this guy could fucking this an almost damn near 80-year-old man,
and he's making. But that's what it takes. It's like people who make billion-dollar deals are usually older people. Like, it's like they have something they've worked on for forever. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so interesting. You had so how would you rank your experience? So would you say that that's a good, I don't want to put them on blast because they are a local company.
Yeah.
But what were you saying? Like, why, what am I trying to ask here? It's like, it was just what was the thing that this is okay. This is what it is. What's the thing that turned you off? Where you're like, I don't want to go today. Like, what's that?
It was definitely honestly, it's just like, I just wasn't, but yeah, obviously I wasn't going to flow. It was my first day doing something new. Obviously it wasn't going to flow.
Of course.
But I didn't like it enough to be like, I think I just needed to slow down, you know?
Damn, which is interesting. Because would you do that same thing? Yeah, that's obviously the best way to learn. It's like, but I get it. It's the first time you're in a brand new place, with a bunch of brand new people doing something
I've never done before.
Never wanted to do, never done before.
Yeah, but also that's the thing too. It's been like a week, you know, since I was like, I'm gonna do, you know what, I'm gonna do this.
And that's true. That's true too. It's like, boom, boom,
and it's like,
wait, so you go to this event, right?
Yeah,
and that was what, 3 weeks ago?
I think it was middle of May.
Yeah, so a few weeks ago.
And then I was kind of watched the documentary, and then I was looking at wrestling schools in my area for a week. Yeah, and then they popped up. And then that's the thing. Last week, I got that ad for June 1st because it was end of May.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I guess this is the time to see. Because I just wasn't sure about a whole month program. Because I'm just like, what if I really don't like it that for one day, and then I have to stick with it?
And you didn't like it that one
exactly,
day.
yeah, which is why I'm.
But do you think that if you forced yourself to sign up for a month, well, I guess you wouldn't know because you haven't done it.
Well, that's the thing. And I asked the people there, and they said it's a lot more lower key than because this was a camp, so a lot more people turned out.
Yeah,
they said
we're trying to get things through.
Yeah, we're trying to show and really show and stuff like that. And they said if you show up, depending on who shows up is how the day will go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that's the thing. If everyone shows up, it's like, well, let's go here. Yeah. And which was that day I went. Which was let's go.
We're getting through a lot. We're showing these new guys. Yeah. We're showing we're getting through some stuff with the old guys.
For sure. And then that's what they're talking about. And they're like, tomorrow we're going to run through it pretty quick. And then we're going to start going on. And I was like, I need to take
a breather.
I was like, but that's the thing is it's 100% wasn't on them.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk. So
that's I wouldn't put any blame on them. I think they did a great job running everything.
Okay.
I was really good. It's just me personally. I was like, this is a little too fast for me.
Yeah. It's just you were so new that it was like, whew, this is a lot.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And the other guys that were new, they were like, you know what? I've always wanted to do this.
This is what it takes.
This is what it takes. Let's go. And they were so and I was just like, yeah, I haven't been. This has been a week dream for me.
Yeah, this is boom, punched in the face with this is the reality of
this. Yeah.
While even those guys might have had a little bit more of an understanding of what to expect from that first.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's now. Because it's even me going, if I was to go to that wrestling thing, it's not have heard you talk about it, I would have known what to expect more because I've done a million.
Yeah, and that's what even we're talking about
yoga for the first time, boot camp, spin class. It's like those things are all weird the very first time. I remember going to spin class one time, and you got these shoes to lock into the fucking. But I remember I paid for the thing and everything, and at this year, I've been a trainer for 3 or 4 years. I've been to other spin classes, but never have they give you clips for your shoes.
Damn.
And I was like, what the fuck is this for?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's just a clip. And it's a 5:30 a.m. class. I'm like, barely. I'm like, man, I'm trying to get on the bike.
Yeah.
And I remember fucking, I didn't clip it on my shoe right. And then I couldn't clip it into the fucking, and I'm like, I'm an experienced trainer of I've done so many things. I'm embarrassed. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Everyone else is hopping on, clicking in.
Yeah.
I feel like a fucking idiot right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, no one expects, but it's just I've been in that situation, and I know how it can. But now I would know. Now I've done so many of those class things. It's like when I go to try a new thing, it's like, I got no. It's like, bro, can you help me? It's like, hey man, I need help. I got no shame. It's like I'll look like an idiot,
Yeah, for sure. And yeah.
It's just it's interesting. But now, obviously, talking with you if you were to do it again, you would have so much more understanding of what to expect.
Yeah,
how you're gonna feel. Which is a huge one. It's like you don't know how you're gonna react in situations like that.
Yeah, and it's to everyone's credit that was there, all the wrestlers, whenever I would do something and mess up and look visibly upset, they would all come in and be like, "Listen, bro, I've been doing this for 7 years."
That's cool.
And they would constantly be like, I sucked my first day too, and and so many of them were so cool, especially the guy I was shouting at. We did holds, and I kept being like, "Oh, sorry." When I was squeezing, he's like, "Bro, don't worry. I did that my first day too." He's like,
"You're just getting used to things."
He's like, "Yeah, because he wrestles so much. He wrestles twice a week, and he was like, I've wrestled so many people that are so stiff still, and they've been wrestling longer than I have. It's just they're people that are
just like that.
Yeah." And he's like, "Don't worry, it's your first day." And I was like, and they made me feel as comfortable as I could be. It's just
the whole thing.
The whole thing. Yeah.
Interesting. So open to see what's out there,
definitely,
but not in a rush. It seems.
I definitely. And that's what I realized the next day. I was just like, damn, I really just nosedived into this dream out of nowhere.
Which I think we all got to give you props for that, to take action that most people fucking sit on their ass for forever.
Yeah. And it's like within a week of having it, I'm like, fuck it. Let's see if I like sink or swim.
And
yeah.
I mean, I don't think you could say if you sank or swim, because obviously it's one day.
I just dipped my toes in the water.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You dipped your toes and you're like, ooh, that's a little cold.
I was like, I'll try to get a different day.
Maybe not yet.
Maybe not yet.
I get it.
I like ran up to go dive, and then I was just like, actually,
let's see.
No.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah. Oh, okay. But, you got to give kudos because there's a bunch of people thinking about running to the water.
Yeah, they're looking at the lake from the car, and they're like,
You dip your toe in? Oh, Deloitte. I don't know.
They're like, oh, fuck that.
That is cool. That might be a fun thing to go try one day, even for myself. Because I love to do physical things. And to me, that'd be like a cool thing to try. Like you did, like go sign up for a camp. Maybe that would be one thing to go try one time.
Yeah, and it's
that might be a fun adventure to I don't even like wrestling like that or anything, but it'd just be an interesting thing.
Everyone loved wrestling.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, because I thought I liked wrestling, but I was like, wow, I don't know who we're talking about right now.
I bet they're getting the fucking, because that's what it's just like anything. It's even musicians and stuff. It's like you think you know music and talk until you talk to someone who's into music.
Yeah.
And I'm not even into music like that.
Yeah, and then that's when you realize you're like, oh,
like
damn, I don't really
shit.
like.
It's like, damn, do I like music?
And that's what I kept thinking. I was like, I'll watch wrestling every week, and I don't even know who we're talking about right now.
Oh shit!
I was like, yeah, I know who New Japan is and AEW. They're my god, they're fucking just people I didn't even know. They're like, oh, do you know? This is such an over exaggeration, but they'd be like, do you know like Robert Lumbinski? And I'd be like, I'm like, who the fuck is that? And they'd be like, oh, it's this old wrestling guy from 1980, and I'd be like, bro, I know Ric Flair. Like,
and to most people, that's like, oh, whoa,
exactly. I'm like, that's the oldest wrestler I know.
Ric Flair, isn't that the guy from the Migos video?
I'm like,
yeah, dude. Too much of an inside joke.
Exactly.
I was like, bro.
Damn, people might not get that one. I thought
shit.
I thought it was on my shit, and I was like, I don't know any of these people. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, because Ella definitely knows a lot about a lot of fighting things just in general, and then also the WWE wrestling pro wrestling as well. You gotta be so specific when you're talking about these, because wrestling and pro wrestling different,
completely different. And it's that's why it's so interesting to hear from people that have done both,
which it must be the smallest majority ever.
Because, oh boy, does amateur wrestling still hate professional wrestling.
But of course.
They hate it.
But of course, you took the thing and you made it into something that's not the thing, and you call it the same thing. It's so funny. Pro wrestling and what the sport of wrestling is
two completely different.
But one's a TV show, one's a play,
one's entertainment,
one's a sport.
One
is dancing, which is also a sport, which is an art, it gets confusing.
Well, I would just say the simplest way to say it is like it's entertainment.
Yeah, one's entertainment.
It's one entertainment. One is
that's true, because actual wrestling is not a very entertaining sport.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not to shit on.
Shout out South Park. That episode of WWE was it's a pretty old episode, but it's.
I think I need to get back into some South Park.
Yeah, the newest one, End of Obesity, which just came out, was that one was good.
Everyone talking about South Park. I'm just like, I might have to dive back in. I've been liking the cartoons lately.
Oh yeah.
Just this, anyways. Sidetracked and off of nothing. I'm rambling here. But honestly, that could be a good place to stop too.
Damn, we don't have anything else to talk about.
That could be, but it's just like we're going on hour 2 here. That might be a good place to naturally stop.
Damn. Yeah, I guess so.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm rambling now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
I can feel the caffeine leaving.
Yeah.
I think we hit our peak. I think we tied it up nicely with the wrestling stuff that we hinted at an hour ago.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I guess 2 hours ago that we finally got down to.
Good 2 hour one.
That's a solid. This motherfucker always trying to go for the longest podcast every time.
I feel like we could. I feel like there's so much to talk about.
But there's always another episode to do.
Yeah.
Leave while you can keep talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and on a good note.
That's what I'm saying. You wrap it up. You don't wrap it up when you're running out of things to say. That's a bad place.
Yeah.
See, now we're talking about when to stop talking.
When to stop? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's end it.
I do want to get into to circle back even more. I'm going to look into Stardew Valley because everyone also plays games, and it's like maybe Bobby Lee has convinced me to
play Stardew Valley. Really?
Stardew Valley.
That's a pretty rough start, though.
I don't think so. It's not like I've never played a video game.
No, but Stardew Valley's pretty hard.
But everything's hard at the beginning.
Okay.
Everything's hard at the beginning.
I think there's easy.
That's a good
start.
But I don't need to start with an easy game. I could go play Minecraft, I understand, but it's like this game looks appealing. I'm not playing games because I love video games. I'm like, this one seems like because there used to be a game I played that had characters like this. Like little blop. I wonder if I couldn't remember what that game's called. They had like little bloppy looking motherfucking characters. And you did similar things. Like you did like these weird ass little quests.
And what are we like? Do you know what age you were?
I think the game is still around too.
It's a Chrono Trigger?
That does not sound familiar at all.
Like you mean like little sprites?
Yeah, something like that.
Because that's what. Yeah.
What is it?
Chrono Trigger. That might be too old. I was thinking like this was popular in the like.
Oh, this is no too old. But again, this is kind of looking
like it.
I'm gonna look up games like.
You know what you could look up?
It's not necessarily a farming type game.
It was an RPG though, kinda. Like you got quests.
Is that what it is? Harvest Moon? No.
Because I was thinking Terraria, but I feel like Terraria is too new. This came out in like 2000.
I just remember these blobby ass. No, not like this. We're getting further away from the. It's like fantasy-ish. It's more, again, but way. This might be it. It's like characters like this, and then like characters like this.
Wait, like you remember blobs like that?
Yeah, and they
it might be Dragon Quest.
Oh, these names are all so
all
so similar.
No, but wait, look at some photos though. Like, look at that bloppy character.
It's just I'm now understanding a lot of games have these blobby looking characters.
Yeah,
because you had like. Yeah, it's like blobby looking motherfuckers.
Like that's who I was thinking of. Yeah, like that blobby guy.
But I don't know if it was like a main character like that. It's like this, but it's not.
It's in a lot of stuff. This blobby guy.
Oh, I wish I could remember what that game because Stardew Valley reminded me. But it's not like a farming game like this, you know? Like this is
an RPG, but it's like Stardew Valley.
Just like
it looks like it.
But who knows what it looks like now? That's the thing with video games. I just remember it looking that way. I wish I could remember what this game was.
It wasn't because another stop. You didn't play Zelda, right?
I played Zelda.
It might be Zelda.
No, it's not Zelda.
Okay, it's not Zelda?
No, I would know if it was a game like that.
Because there's a Zelda game that looks like that.
No, it's not like that. It's not. That's huge, you know?
Yeah. It had to have been like, okay, yeah, there could have been anyone. Yeah, okay.
I
thought I had some ideas, but that's...
It's like you used to like, and again, it's like all games are so similar.
Yeah,
like you could go around, collect items, and do things. I don't know. I don't know.
It's like honestly, every game is kind of like that. Like, to a certain extent, that's all games are.
I can't look this up because there's no way I would even fucking
that has to be like one day it comes up on a feed and you're like, and it just all like clicks.
Yeah, it's like that's it. I wish,
because that happens to me all the time. It's like I didn't even remember I used to play a game like that when I was little, and I'll see a clip of it. I'm like, oh my god.
Because there's like video games I played like Smash Bros, and I just have never been a gamer, per se. But maybe I start streaming and shit. Who knows? Well,
that could be it. Yeah,
that was a motherfucking 2-hour podcast.
That was a podcast.
We covered the gauntlet, from Ella's short-lived wrestling career.
Oh yeah, retiring very young here. Yeah, it's all right.
To all kinds of stuff. I guess. Is there anything you want to tell the people? Anything you want to say?
Honestly,
try new things.
Go for it. Yeah, that's what I kept. Like. It's like, at least I went for it. It's like, although it didn't, it may not have worked out as I planned, although it's not over yet, but it's like, at least I went for it. And I think that's what's important. I think everyone at some point in your life, you just got to go for it. No matter where you are, you got to get out of your comfort zone.
Ooh.
That's what it is.
That's a great conclusion to the podcast. Yeah. Well, Ella, thank you for coming on again. I think now you must have the most.
I'm first certified.
I think Ella is the most, because the longest podcast. People come on, some of them are long.
Yeah.
And you come on so consistently. It's hard to have long and consistent.
Yeah.
And long. Yeah. It's like you can't have both.
Yeah. Like length and.
Because if we because it's like you wanted to keep going, it's like, well, then we can't talk about everything if you're gonna keep coming on, dog.
I was gonna say we got another podcast, dog, in the works.
This motherfucker wants to just be doing fucking. But then that's when I'll start. Because once I can get things, man, I just fucking. I was just making noise there for a lot of time. Yeah,
you keep like tripping over your thoughts, and you're like, what?
It's like, damn, I didn't say a fucking thing there. That's why we gotta wrap this up. Mostly for me.
Yeah. Because when the caffeine leaves, it's almost like your brain's like recovering.
And that's what it is. It's like I have felt the ending of where we broke. Where the break was. I was like, wow, I'm really starting to feel the caffeine, and that little break we had to come back. Well, we started by me yelling.
Yeah, and you're
damn.
Just
there's me yelling twice at the very beginning.
This is such an energetic episode.
But I definitely can feel myself fucking
coming down, and it's almost like everything just comes to crashing.
Yeah. But then that's why I was like, okay, this is where the conclusion of your wrestling story, and I was like, this seems like a natural. And then you ended with that. Try hard shit, go after it. Add Ella on Instagram, not Snapchat.
Yeah. And if you got a request from me that seemed out of the blue, I did not do it.
Now you know.
I did not do it. Yeah.
Now you know.
So fuck Snapchat. Follow me on Instagram and
buy the vinyl. And maybe a membership.
Yeah.
Who knows? I'm going to actually, after we conclude here, that's the next thing I'm going to go look into right away.
Is the membership thing?
The membership thing, because it could be cool.
And then maybe potential streaming more?
Yeah, I definitely, regardless, am going to do more live streaming, I think. Even if it's just some bullshit workout stuff while I'm working out, I'll just throw the thing on. The hard part for me is I also need to make those clips to add to the OMAD video that I post every day.
It's like,
it's like I don't have two things to capture on. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, fuck, I have to use this afterwards.
It's like fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
No, so there's a lot of anyway.
Moving part. But more content to come.
More if you didn't think I was putting out enough content, well,
more's on the way.
Lots more. Okay, have a beautiful week, have a beautiful day. Add Ella. Don't do drugs that are illegal. And
don't be racist.
Don't be racist. Part 2.
Yeah. Don't be racist too.
It's just maybe that's what our series turns into. Every time to Ella, it's just don't be racist. Well,
that could be it.
That could be it. Is that what we do? Is that what we title this one? Don't be racist too.
Don't be racist.
It's like Joe Rogan when they do the
Oh, like the Protect Our Parks.
Protect Our Parks, and I think he has another one with another group of people too that he wanted to name. But anyways, but yeah,
Burke Kreischer and Tom Segura.
No, because that's Protect. Oh no. Oh, I think so actually.
And fuck, what's that one? So that's Sober October. That's different
no,
almost.
Yeah,
because that's a.
Because I think he has another group of people, and they talk about sports more. I can't.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a different podcast. Yeah.
Maybe that could be
our more of a
Instead of saying Ellis, just don't be racist. Number 2, don't be racist. Number.
That might be it. That might be
funny.
That might be funny.
We'll see.
Fuck. Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see when this comes out.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for coming on. More love, more success. This has been A Moment with Jay.